brighter light. Inner circles here where voices thrive. Turn on your screens, let the magic unfold. Listening and healing as stories are told. Come on, come on, this is your time. No topics too tough, just heed the calls. From mental health woes to justice we seek. Together we rise for the strong and the meek. A safe space for all, let's lift every voice. Podcast where hearts unite, sharing our truths, bringing hope to the light. Community strong, we're never alone. Together as one, we've created a home. With laughter and love, we break down the walls. No topics too tough, just heed the calls. From mental health woes to justice we seek. Together we rise for the strong and the meek. A safe space for all, let's lift every voice. So join the conversation, let's set the tone. In a circle podcast where love is well known. In a circle podcast where hearts unite.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to a brand new segment of the Inner Circle podcast. Tonight's going to be a free flow one, but we are introducing a brand new segment. I think you guys are going to like it. Right now, we're going to be here 5 days a week, and Monday we decided to do entertainment segment, right? To come here and bring you all the happenings from the weekend, all of the parties, all of the, whatever gossip, like the P. Diddy trial that started when today? It started today, right? P. Diddy
May
trial.
5th actually was his first day in court, but we'll dive
Well,
deeper into
they were
that.
trying to like select.
Jury selection was happening.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was the jury selection. So
So
today
today was the first day.
was the first day of the trial. So things like that, right? And we're gonna and also highlighting Liberian artists, right? I even
Yeah.
heard this weekend there was a Liberian artist in town, right? But
I know, right? And I did not know about it.
yeah, exactly, right. So those are the things I want to come here Monday to let our folks know, man. A lot of things, like we African immigrant, we love music, we love to parties and things like that. So Cycle Podcast want to come here every Monday, right, and tell you maybe what's coming up for the weekend, for the next weekend, or what happened the past weekend. Some of the hottest news we were telling you, the hottest artists in town. Anything, man. We'll be bringing some entertainers on here as well. Miss B,
We
you,
will. We
you,
will.
you'll be the co-host of this thing. You know what I mean? Things like
Yes.
that. So say more to us. You are so passionate about the entertainment segment. So just tell more to our audience more.
I mean, folks, look, I can be in these streets when I need to be, when it's necessary, especially when it's out here supporting Afro pop music. I think there isn't an artist that has come to Minnesota that I haven't gone to see. I mean, in the past we've had Fireboy, have we've had Davido. I mean, we've had, a lot of those, Burna Boy. We've had Minnesota has had a good share of the Afro pop musicians. But, before we get into it again, I want to officially reintroduce myself to you. It's your girl, Miss B. And, I'm always minding the business that pays me. And tonight I'm going to be diving into some of this juicy entertainment stuff, a little bit of music, a little bit of gossip, and then wrapping up the weekend. Like we like to call this the weekend remix, like things that happened or went down in the community this weekend. I know my boy was out there in Fargo shutting it down for his 50th birthday celebration. So we'll get into some of that spicy stuff. Go ahead, Abe.
I'm just saying, right? That's what, as I said, this Monday is going to be lit, right? Because as I said, Miss B couldn't wait for this day. She couldn't wait for this segment, the entertainment segment. But folks, There is an Inner Cycle podcast. As I said earlier, we're going to be here 5 days a week now, right? Monday is going to be the entertainment segment. And then Tuesday, we'll get into serious stuff. Wednesday, business segment. Thursday, another serious stuff. And then Friday, social segment. Friday on, if you want man, woman, business, that tune in. It'll give you all the man, woman, business stuff. Any topic you want to hear from man, woman, business, we'll give you that one on Fridays. But then Monday, we'll come here. It is the entertainment segment. We'll be bringing in artists, promoters that to come and tell us what's going on. Not only in Minnesota though, right? There's a lot of places things be popping, man. Things be popping in Philly, in Phoenix, in Big
Yeah.
D, Dallas, a lot of places where you have African immigrants.
Arlington, yeah, Arlington,
Houston,
Texas,
even Houston, man,
Houston.
things be popping up there, right? It's like so. I want to know, man, what's happening in your city? What's going on? Where the holiday parties are. ATL, man, ATL Atlanta. That's one of my favorite places. The hookup bars and up there be popping.
Oh my gosh, Abraham. ATL is my second home. I'm in
The
that
hookah spot.
state.
The hookah spot be down there, be popping. No,
Oh my gosh, I'm in that state like every year. That is my second home, you know.
there,
Yeah, they
and
have
then,
some of the
and then,
best places.
and then Charlotte, where you guys are? Charlotte too is a small place, but it be popping though. Charlotte be popping.
Charlotte,
So
North Carolina, we have a lot of folks there. And it's not far from Atlanta, so I'm not surprised.
yeah, it be popping, man. It be popping. Africans down there be holding it down. And then, man, the DMV area be popping. That's one of my favorite places, though, right? It's like, geez, it's not only Liberians, you see Sierra Leoneans, you
Talking
see
about
the
DMV, shout out to LEA, man. I've had some great memories in the DMV area because of LEA, the Liberian Entertainment Awards. I miss it. I wish it would come back, right? That
what
was
happened.
our Met Gala.
Whatever happened to that? What happened?
I mean, he took it to Liberia. It was just, yeah, Liberia was not ready for
and
LEA.
no one and no one couldn't continue something like that, right? As I said, right, we always need to cater to the diaspora. I know a lot of folks are passionate about Africa back home, but for me, right, my passion is the diaspora, right? We need to keep
Yeah.
things here. Folks in America doing their things, folks in North America doing their things. So we need to focus on them. But that's what this segment is going to be about, folks. So let us just put in some spin in there, right? First, if you haven't joined this community, the Inner Cycle Podcast is growing. Subscribe on our YouTube channel, man, it's growing. Facebook, follow us on Facebook. Apple Podcast, you can subscribe to us on Spotify, wherever you get
LinkedIn. I mean, we're
information.
everywhere.
We're everywhere now. I said
There's
it is
nowhere you
something.
won't find us.
It is becoming of move. It is becoming of movement, and things like that. And then the other thing is, if you want to contribute to this show tonight, you can call our number 952
You gotta put the number below. It's
you
not.
know,
There we go. There we go.
952-594-5154. And then again, right, the topic tonight is introducing the entertainment segment, which is what
Yeah.
Monday is going to be about. So that's what we are introducing tonight. Tonight, nothing specific. So we're going to be all over the place, talking about, as I said, what happened over the weekend. All of the G's that's going to be in, all that's going to be here,
Yes.
and things like that. So, and then as I said, right, we're going to also like talk about American artists. Like, I hear Little Wayne about to get in some hot mess. you know, I don't know what's
Yeah,
going on.
man. Yeah, man.
You ladies be. I thought Me Too movement was over, but I mean, that still be coming around
And
to
we
hunt,
need to address that. Like, what's his name? Shay
to hunt
Shay.
our, yeah, to
Yeah,
hunt
Club
our,
Shay Shay. Y'all men cannot learn. Like, really? The
Really?
memo has gone far and
It's
wide.
up and down learning now. I thought Me Too movement was over. Why we still have accused men around here about abuse and all those stuff?
When is it ever going to be over? I mean, there's no ending. Unfortunately, it needs to be over on the side that women who do actually get, treated, mistreated, or objectified, that needs to be addressed for them. But it can't be over if men don't know how to behave. That's just what it is, period.
Okay. Anyway, Titus, welcome to this brand new segment, right? The entertainment segment. Many of you, I know you are very much in the community. You know everything that be popping, from the great state of Minnesota, Minneapolis, everywhere, man, things be popping. So welcome to this segment.
Yeah, thanks for having me, and it's good to be here with Denise, Miss B. What's up?
What's up, Titus?
You
Where you
guys
been
hearing
at?
me?
Yeah, we hearing you.
Man, yeah, bro. I'm just really in my corner these days, bro. I just been I just be in the cut. You know what I mean? But news define us with these things, these stories.
Ladies, don't fall for it. Titus be
Yeah,
Mr. Cool,
Lord.
smooth in the corner.
Oh Lord. But I'm glad to be here. All I can say is shout out to y'all. The community reached out to say they wanted this, and look at you guys, so dedicated to this community, and I'm just proud to be a part of your team. Thanks for having me.
That's
Thanks
good.
for
That's good.
joining us tonight.
Yeah, and this was, as I said, right? This was Miss B idea that she's passionate about entertainment. She loves entertainment. People think she also about business. She love her business, but man, when you see her in the club, you wonder, say,
I got a
whoa.
challenge.
When you see when you see her pop in the club, you say, man, whoa, is it that girl that's running Asa? Say, yeah, man,
Look,
that's her. That's
I
her.
work hard. I enjoy myself
Yeah,
hard. I
yeah,
love
exactly.
hard. You got to make time for all of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's it, there, man. But Titus, what's going on from it? What do you know? What do you know? I mean, and what do you expect from this segment? Right? Is like you said, the community is very excited about this, and we decided to bring it to them. We're going to be on here 5 days a week now, and Monday is when we bring on we'll bring on promoters on here, folks that are bringing artists to these
Yeah,
communities. We'll bring them on here. But what's your expectation, man, for this segment?
great expectations for real. From DJs to artists to promoters, and when we say artists, it's not just for the music. It's other artistry that people are involved in,
Hmm.
things that bring our culture to these parts. Whether you are here locally or you're from back home, we'll love to interact and engage with you. We'll love to showcase what you've been working on. But earlier when you guys were speaking, I hate to agree with this if guy, man. Seriously, when y'all talked about the LEA stuff and he goes, that was the perfect opportunity for him again. That's why I always focus on the diaspora. They took it there. That's why it felt like, come on, bro.
Oh my
Why are
goodness.
you like
Tell
this?
me about it. No, I just think
Why
it
are
was a
you like
big
this, man? We
production.
gotta hit up Tarkus, like, bro, what's going
Yeah,
on,
Tarkus,
man?
come
What
in the
happened?
show. Let's talk about it. Yeah,
Yeah,
seriously.
we gotta
But
hit that man
but
up, man.
someone should have pick it up though, right? Is that everything cannot go to Liberia, right? Someone is like everything cannot go to Liberia or Africa.
No,
It's
he
like
was just trying it there for the first time. He annually
Yeah, it
hosts
was the
it
first time.
in DMV in the Maryland Baltimore area.
Yeah.
Yes, he
mhm,
that was the first time and only one time he took it to LIB. So what happened was that COVID happened and he was getting a lot of slack that year because everybody's like, "Oh, it's COVID-19. Why are you still having LEA?" He had it though, and it was a success. To be honest, people showed up with
mhm,
everything that was going on, and then from there he just said, "I think it's time I take the show to Liberia." And I
yeah,
could just imagine, like, it was probably very costly to put the show on, and he probably didn't make the return because you have it that year, you make the money, and then you bring that money and invest in the following year. So I don't know.
That
I don't
was
want to speak for Tarkus, but I do miss it. It was an annual event. It was an
Yeah,
annual
it
girls
was
trip. We
good.
used to
It
go
was
every
bringing
year.
everybody together.
Yeah.
Part of the rumors I heard about that, Miss B, in Liberia, it was like the local Liberians just wouldn't support him because he took the movement from here, and they had a couple of events that they do as well, like LMA and what have you. And I don't know, for some reason that's rumor, right? That they just didn't want to show him love, And I said to myself, like, when these guys come here, though, we're always showing them love.
Exactly.
The artists, whoever, promoter, whatever, you come out here, you throw on events, we're always showing you love. That's why I was so shocked that, I was looking at KZW's flyer today, and apparently he's touring the states, and apparently he
And
was
put
out
that
here.
flyer up, Abraham. Can you put it up? Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
put that
That's
flyer up,
yeah.
man.
Let me see. Let me
yeah,
see.
that's
Let me
And
see.
apparently
that's
he was out
serious.
here this weekend and in
Let
Minnesota,
me get it.
and we didn't
But
even know
like
about it.
May 9th was a bad day to come. That was a bad day to come.
It
And that's
was.
the thing. You need to, if you're bringing an artist, you have to understand the landscape and what's happening in the ecosystem, right? Um, I saw no promotion, no Snapchat, no
I'm
TikTok,
telling you.
no nothing, no Facebook. Nobody's posting it. Nobody shared the flyer today
Yeah,
until you shared it was the first time I seen that.
yeah.
Honestly, what music does he? I don't know the artist. I just learned about him today. What song is he popular for right now?
Um, One of the songs he's popular for. I mean, I think it's an older song. It's Whitna Whitna. I gotta tell you, right?
Oh, winner. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Looking
I
in
know
my
that
eyes
song.
and I realize. But Miss B, I gotta tell you, this guy. I think he's one of my favorite artists out of like B. But he's one of the best pop R&B
Right now,
artists
I know somebody
out
was
of
comparing him
Liberia.
to Jazino.
Yeah, yeah.
He's
You know,
better than Jazino?
No, Jazino is doing his thing, right? He's doing his thing. He's international and everything now. He's taking our music across, the waters, the globe. But I gotta tell you, this Kizzy the way guy, just take your time, listen to his songs. I think he's one of the most gifted artists. He's a songwriter, and this dude is a producer. So to have this type of gift come over here, he's touring the states in
Yeah,
Minnesota that shows up for artists, and we didn't even know about it. It's like, what's
they
going
have
on
to
with
do
your
a rewind.
team? You know,
They gotta
what's up with
rewind. They gotta rewind.
yeah, what's going
Kizzy
on with
Woo.
your team?
Kizzy W? Is it Kizzy Woo or just Kizzy W?
KZW, yeah.
Okay.
That boy's gifted, man. I'm not gonna lie, he's gifted.
I have got to listen more to some of his stuff. That is so unfortunate. So, I mean, we got to reach out to the promoters and say, you guys got to circle back. You got to circle back. But he will be in Fargo. He does have some nearby dates. Oh, he was in Fargo, so he came to Minnesota. Oh, yeah. So he's gone
Yeah,
now. He's left the
yeah,
Midwest.
yeah. He's going to
He's all the
Texas.
way in Houston, Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So, Texas folks, please go ahead and check him out May 17th. He'll be out there this Saturday. Kizzy W, his USA tour. Um, I'm sorry, the flyer, I just got to talk about it.
go ahead, go
It's
ahead. What's up?
Whoever did the flyer,
the
What's
right?
up?
marketing. I mean, and I'm not going to bash us. We have some very talented people in the marketing industry, right? I have, my brother D Johnson. He does great work. And so this flyer tells me like July 4th weekend or July 26th celebration. Doesn't tell me anything about a artist that's about to be doing a musical tour. What's up with all the flags and
Ooh, the
yeah.
flag. The USA
And
tour.
Was it flyer made in Liberia? But anyway, that's all.
I mean, we could talk about it though. I don't think these are things we should shy away from because
the artist is made in
there's really
LIB.
room
The
for
flyer is
improvement
made in
for
LIB.
for our people out there.
Okay.
So you think
But
it's
anyway,
just too many flags?
yeah. But anyway, guys. Uh, Jibiz, is that how you call? Is that your name?
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
okay. Just Biz, welcome to the show, man. Welcome
Welcome,
to
brother.
this special
How you doing, guys?
edition segment of the Inner Cycle Podcast. This every Monday we have decided to do an entertainment segment, and thank you so much for joining us. So we'll give you the opportunity to introduce yourself to our audience out there.
How you doing? My name is Jay Biz. I'm born in Liberia, raised in America. Currently based in Philadelphia. Been in the
Mm,
entertainment space for going on 15 years. Did
mm,
concert, touring, management,
mm.
the whole 9 yards. When it comes to like the work in the Liberian space, the Nigerian space, the
Okay,
American space. Been doing this for a while. So I kind of the artist you guys are speaking about too, KCW. He was signed to. The first label I started in America called S&G Records.
mm-hmm.
He
Mm,
was he was he was one of my partner that's based for here in America went to Liberia and signed Casey and basically funded a lot of the hit songs, the videos, the stuff that people love and the problem we'll talk about it when once we get with there's more to
Yeah,
talk about when it comes
yeah,
to the way these cats these kids they moving and
Yeah.
within the entertainment space, that's why a lot of things are not working out
Okay.
the way it needs to work out because they're not understanding entertainment business. They think that they're just the art that they're
Yeah.
just moving around. They're not doing the proper business
Yeah.
and keeping
that
relationship
part.
and
It's a
things like
business.
that.
You're right. It's a business.
Yeah,
That
Yeah.
part.
Yeah.
they're not
Well,
treating
thanks
it
for
like a
putting.
business.
Yeah. Well, thanks for pointing that out. And then I just see Sidiki Dukle joining us. Welcome to the Inner Cycle Podcast. This is a special segment that we are introducing. We call it the entertainment segment, where in like want to bring artists, want to bring folks everyone that's involved in the entertainment industry right in our community. So, can you? We'll give you the opportunity to introduce yourself to our audience, and then we'll, move on.
Firstly, I would like to say thanks so kindly for inviting me. It is a pleasing pleasure to be on your platform tonight. I've been following,
Okay.
not very religiously. I've been following because I have a brother on here called Titus. He harasses me every second. Listen, so I try to listen. Sometimes I'm not gonna lie because we got all these kids behind you.
Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
this kid all to come in the room there just to get this thing done. But anyway, I'm Siddiqui Dukle. I've been in this entertainment space for some times now. I've
Okay.
worked with J Base, you see over there. I had to let him come over here because he has a down knowledge when it comes to the entertainment aspect of our country. So I'm glad
Okay.
to be here, man. And I look forward to having a fruitful discussion with you guys tonight.
Okay. Okay. Well, thank you guys so much for taking the opportunity to join us. Miss B, do you have any question for these two fellows? And then, we can just go, can just continue the discussion.
Yeah, so I'm not trying to bash the artist, but I was just like, just looking at the flyer, and there's just so much there I'm concerned about, like with the marketing and promotional material, and just not understanding the landscape, and just picking dates or bringing in an artist to a state and not connecting with the locals, or you making that connection prior to kind of could have set the stage. So I'm just like, and you were kind of alluding to some of the things that are happening behind the scene that could have caused him to come to Minnesota and then Fargo, and then no noise was made about it. This is
Yeah,
to
so
JBZ.
yeah, so when it comes to these type of things, right? These kids right now, the space they find themselves in, due to social media, where it's like you can just post something on the internet, and then few people see it, and then you feel like you compare yourself to the mega superstars who has an actual team of
Yeah.
people that's going to war for them and back for
Mhm.
them. So you'll find yourself making wrong decisions. Like for example, this tour that's taking place right now, right, with KCW, right?
Mhm.
The promoter that they working along with is the guy that I basically started doing parties with in Philly. He's a really good friend of mine. But the thing about him, he's really focused on like making money. That's his number one priority. He's not caring about like how we can move this thing from point A to point B. It's like so a lot of these cats are using the culture and the art of Liberian entertainment as a hustle, where I'm gonna
Yeah.
use this to make a dollar. It doesn't matter what come after it. So they just hustling with the art, but they don't understand how valuable this thing is. How these things they think that entertainment is changing people life in different countries, building countries, creating tourism for other countries. People going to their country because these different countries got to hear the music, and then they introduce them to the people culture and things like that.
Mhm.
So that's what happening within the Liberian music space, right? And the artist like Casey, like I said, he was signed with the label. Up to now, there was no like hearing the label still like so. It's a lot of things that's taking place with this tour that doesn't make sense. That's gonna become real problem down the line
Yeah.
because we got to get in a space where we start to let these kids know it's business. Like
Yeah.
somebody can
Yeah.
invest hundreds of thousands into you, and one day you'll make argument, and then you stop talking to them, and then boom, you go on tour, thinking you can just go on tour, and you can just you're a free man now. You're doing whatever you want to do. So it's like I
Not
want
understanding contracts.
yeah,
Wow.
not understand consequence follow after these different things. So it's a lot of things that's taking place that down the line is a this whole tour noise about to come after it because they're not doing proper music business in the Liberian community. And when
Yeah.
I go to Liberia too, right? I go back and forth to Liberia, right? And I realized like when it comes to like the Liberian people, they're very supportive. They love the art, they love the culture, but people are not actually doing business with it to make them really buy into the product. People are just literally figuring how to just make money and become famous with the art of Liberian
Mm.
But
entertainment. You feel me?
yeah, but here's the thing to that, right? If I can just cut you, that we had a huge argument this gone Saturday about Liberian artists, the reason why they don't go anywhere. I brought the argument up. I said, right, they are talented. I think they have talent, but they lack the marketing. And you said to your point, right? I think they lack the marketing and the business aspect of it. Because if you really like every art form, right, the music, right, even the one from Nigeria, the reason why it's so popular, Afrobeat is so popular because it's been marketed. I mean, it's like
Mm-hmm.
who can understand? Who can understand? Even when Ghanaian music is to come, I don't understand tree. None of us understand tree, but that music was popping all over the world, right? A lot
Mm-hmm.
of people don't understand these Nigerian colloquials, but Afrobeat is popping. Same thing, right, from other countries. Why is it like Liberian artists are not cutting it through, right? Like other artists like around the world.
So the thing about that, one thing I realized, right?
Uh-huh.
If a Nigerian come to America and do a tour, right?
Yeah,
He don't go back and he hands his life. He go back and he take that money that he made and he put it back into his business. Just like this, right? You
yeah,
get goose, you sell all your goose and you make money.
yeah,
Instead, you gonna buy more, you go buy better goose so you can get better customers. You go take the goose money, you go buy something to enhance your lifestyle like a car.
yeah.
You understand? And now you got no more money to buy more goods. And now you have no new product to put out to the market where you
Yeah.
attract different consumers. So that's what happened with the Liberian beginning. The Liberian people say, oh yeah, that all Liberian beginning that freestyle for him. Let's support him. Boom. They come, they do tour, get money, boom, go to Liberia, they go buy a car, they go buy
The
thing,
new
and it never
class.
happened before. They never put it back. They never put it back into the brand to enhance the brand. That's what separate them
Yeah.
from the other people. Because the other people know say, okay, if that thing I'm doing, if it made me $2 today, let me take that $2 and put it back in. That $2 made me $8 one day.
Yep.
You understand?
You gotta
So
invest in
I
your
want
brand.
you invest. You have to invest in. And then too, another thing too, these kids that are doing entertainment that you see a lot of them haven't really like blow up because they're just using people and they will
Yeah.
use this person and then they will go to somebody else. And then another thing, our culture, we have a hush culture where everybody when somebody do something, you oh my man, just leave that thing, don't say nothing about it. So that individual is operating the same with different people and they're gonna tend to get the same results, basically.
Yep.
Mm, mm.
Yeah.
So we gotta figure out how to actually like stop all this thing. When these beginners do their thing, then we gotta make sure they understand the consequence behind it.
Okay.
You
What's about you
understand?
promoters though, right? I mean, as I said, right, what's about you promoters, especially here in the United States? Like there's not a cohesiveness. Like even in Minnesota, right? It's like you have different promoters, right? You have this one who like maybe responsible for this one club. Like you got jumbo promoters, right? If in Minnesota, jumbo, you have jumbo promoters, or you have this other
Purple Rose. You
Rose
got Jumbo, you
promoter.
got Purple
And then
Rose,
when
you
you go
used to
like
have
sometimes when you go
Shiraz, Club Africa.
Philly, when you go ATL, right, you have the same dynamic, right? You have different promoters. Why can't you guys work together to make sure? Because like Liberians love entertainment. Africans, even Africans and African American love entertainment, right? Everybody wants to gravitate towards whatever Afro beat is. So why can't you guys? I mean, the promoters. Why can't you guys come together and work together? I mean, Siddiqui is too for you. Right? You can chime in here too. Why can't you guys work together?
So I want to go back. For me, when it comes to the promotional aspect, I want to leave that with J Base.
Okay.
J Base knows that better than I do. But let me say that there was something you guys said about branding, and
Mm-hmm.
also when it comes to marketing, and this is
Mm-hmm.
something most of the artists are lacking. I worked with an artist called Detour. Detour lives in your state, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, I worked with Detour for many few years. We used to
Okay.
travel a lot everywhere. I would say so. Whatever you call it, road manager, whatever it is, we went everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
There's something that I learned from Detour. Detour always concerns himself with the business aspect. All right. So I learned a lot. So every time we travel, even when there's a contract, this
Mm-hmm.
guy makes sure he gets his money before you even see him. Most artists
Mm-hmm.
go to these shows, they can't even perform. They go perform and they tell them, "Listen, I'll pay you later after the performance." No, you will never see D12 in this. Matter of fact, every time we travel, like we go on a Friday, the performance on a Saturday, you won't see D12 outside until after the performance. And make sure you give that money before he gets outside. If you don't, we ain't gonna step outside. All right. So most of the guys, they concern themselves with the fame. Look at SRO. This little boy just released a song, the Hey song, right? What did he do? He got a car now. He been on Facebook for the past 3 days.
Drive me a
You
car
see him
around.
on Facebook for the past 3 days, showcasing his car.
You guys know who SIO is?
Man, throwing to a whole day to him, man,
Mm-mm.
and laying on the car. That's it. And that's what JBS was saying. You got some money, invest the money, put it back into your music, into your craft. What does it do? It will ask up. Like it gives you more money. It's not going to subtract anything. All right. So look at that appearance, branding, right? Branding. How many times you see the guys go to the studio, take nice pictures and post it, and people see how they look, the difference. Right now, SIO is all over the place. Everybody's seeing him. You can't make yourself visible like that because you have a
SIO. Who is SIO? Because
Yeah, who is SIO? Who
So
is
a
SIO
South
say,
African singer
"Pikin
came
yo,
up.
pikin yo, Papa, look at my heart, though. You know that song.
It's a Liberian
Uh-uh.
song.
Oh,
Okay.
Don't look at my black hair. Look at my black face. Look at my
Yeah,
heart.
yeah.
Yeah, SIO. He's
He went
one of the
viral.
hottest kids
He
on the block.
went viral. He
Yeah.
went viral.
So I was just saying that. So they need to learn a lot, man. They need to learn, and I hope as JB goes to Liberia 5 times a year, I hope he's actually imparting something
Yeah.
to those guys. They need a lot of lessons. I'm telling you. So
Yeah.
we have a
It's a
long way
big-
to go. I've been in this thing here for some times now. I've seen a lot. I've worked with D12, Friday the Selful Man, T Marcus. Maybe next time I'll make sure T Marcus comes on the show. I'll bring someone, even Friday the Selful Man. I'll bring them over if you want.
What happened to whatever happened to D12, right? I mean, that's like a D12. What's going on with D12 there? I think that should be somebody that should be popping though, right? Is that
Great,
what's
and
going
I'll
on
be
with him?
blunt. I'll be waiting for the question. No, listen, man. Listen, I'm not going to sit there and sugarcoat anything.
Yeah.
Most of the guys are ungrateful.
Okay.
They are. They are ungrateful. I'm telling this. And I don't know what I don't want to go into. I mean, I talk to
no,
Tatas all the time.
I get what you're saying. Yeah,
Tatas
like,
knows exactly where I come from. But Tatas knows, man. Even when I went to Liberia after 17 years, it was because of D2. I wasn't ready to go back.
Well, JB just said we have this shot.
They were saying the same thing.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
want to do.
No, don't talk. They don't know
So
they
I'm
have
gonna
to
talk.
pay their
I'm gonna
dues.
talk. Man, get talk.
No. Let it out because
So
people
man, get
don't
talk. Yeah.
realize they gotta pay their dues. They have to pay their dues.
Hey, that is.
And pay your dues does not necessarily mean money. Pay your
Yeah.
dues means like you got to respect those that came before you, and there's a process. Davido came from money, but he had to earn his respect in the music industry. He couldn't buy it, you know. So that's what they have to realize.
So I'm gonna give you guys the positive and negative sides of 12, right? Yeah. I work with 12 for so many years.
Yeah.
12 is very talented. I can tell you that. He's a producer, he's a singer, he's a writer, songwriter, he's everything. He knows his craft, he knows exactly what he wants. But he is ungrateful. As other artists. JB will say the same thing to you.
Like how?
Listen, I travel a lot of ways. People who show love to him, he always thinks that people need him because of his celebrity status.
Okay.
And I always told this guy, listen, I've been on celebrity. I've been in this media thing before I even met you. All right. I left my family most time. But matter of fact, there were times my wife was actually mad at me. There was a time I traveled with D12 to Canada for the weekend. My wife told me not to leave. I forced it. I left. She was upset with me, but guess what? You know, it's I don't want to spill all the tea tonight, man. Hey, how often do we do this? Let me hold it back, man. Because I have, he's like, though we're not on a good turn right now, like, because
I mean, just speak in general. You don't necessarily have to name artists, but sometimes speak in general.
Oh, in general, all right, cool. They are just ungrateful, man. They don't appreciate those who show them love. People who abandon their activities. And for instance, if you come to Philly, right? I live in Philly. If you show up in Philly, right, and I leave everything, I abandon my activities, my kids, my wife, and take you to your show, right? Because I'm not gonna let you go by yourself. I do that. I'm gonna go with you. It makes you look good. It makes you look professional, and that's what I try to do all the time. It distinguishes you from the other people. There are other guys who just come and go to the show by themselves. No, I will shut down everything. Even my wife would be like, "What you doing?" I said, "I gotta go. My boy's in town. I gotta take this man to the show. I gotta go to Maryland. I gotta go to Jersey. We gotta travel. I'll be back." You know, after all those things, and there were things that were said to me. If, he was there when those things happened, man. I'm not gonna come here and just say everything. He was there. for almost 2 hours on the phone. It was
Yeah.
crazy. So he been through all that with me, man. You see, JB is laughing, but I'm just telling you, man. Sometimes, and this is why I just relax these days when it comes to Liberian entertainment. Though I
Mm.
still have
Mm.
back with my boy Friday the Seven, man. I know T Michael, you know T Michael too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
T Michael and Kojo Logbo, enjoyment, all those. You got a lot of good
Yeah,
songs.
Mhm.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Great. But man, you gotta start following Liberian music when you start doing that kind of show. It's what you're telling me. Yeah, you gotta follow it now.
No, no, no. But first of all, no, no, let me just hold you
We
there, right?
got you.
Because it's not only about Liberian artists, right? We want Liberian artists to grow, but it's about entertainment, and I
That's right.
mean African Afro beats and things like that. Because like we're seeing over the weekend, right? Why are other African artists, especially Nigerian and Ghanaians and other folks, even Tanzania, right? If you talk about this kid from Tanzania, right? They are blown up all over the world, but Liberian artists are coming up with stuff and they're not blowing up. And D12 to me is a perfect example. I think he put us some good hits, right? He did one with techno, right? He did. I mean, he did a song
Mhm.
with techno. To me, sometimes I always play that song. That song be popping. Why is he not a global? Why is he? Why is he
It
not
is
out there?
simple. You know why the song did not blow? Because
Uh,
marketing. The same thing. That's the key word, marketing. You
Yeah.
can't just do a song with certain artists. First of all, techno song was a mistake. You can't do a song with techno. Techno is not popping like that anymore. So when you do a
Mm.
song with techno, you gotta be ready to put money behind that song. Techno is not going to promote your song for you. He's not.
uh,
I don't
yeah,
remember that man doing anything with that song anyway. The guy was paid, he received his money, and
yeah,
that was it. Why are you doing song with techno? I was in favor of it, but again, everybody wants to be affiliated with certain people. You
yeah.
gotta know. You gotta know what's good for you. So
Okay.
I don't support. That's why they not blow. And besides, you can't compare yourself with those people. Those guys are different. The population is way up there. You got to start with your local people. Some of these guys, like I said, as soon as they can put one song, one thing that Tidwell got in his favor, he got a lot of his songs.
Yeah.
He got a
Yeah.
lot. And maybe he's complacent because of those things. No, he can't be complacent. Even there's a song that he just came out with. How many people watch that song? We were the one pushing the song, me and Jay Biz and the rest of the people, man.
Mm.
Sometimes when I talk, man, it just makes me mad. It just makes me, I want to
Yeah.
stay away from all these entertainment things. Yeah, I talk to my brother Titus all the time about this. He tried to let me know, but man, you got to go by, you got to that. No, 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 no. Because now I got plenty of kids, man. I gotta look after. So JB, don't get mad when I talk about my kids, man. It's
You,
okay.
you gotta you
No,
gotta
no,
pass
no,
the
no,
torch.
no,
So
no,
you gotta
Yeah,
know
no,
how to
no,
pass the
no.
torch.
Nah,
You
but
gotta
Jim,
learn
yeah.
how to
nah,
pass
but
the
end of the
torch.
That's
day,
why, you know.
the end of the day, right? I think the problem we're facing,
mm-hmm.
we have to understand we got to create a system, right? All these
Yeah,
artists are disposable. That's one thing I know about entertainment. Artists are very
Correct.
disposable. Artists come and
Yeah.
go. We need to create a system where these artists know they're not bigger than the system because if you take a look at Liberia, right? One thing I realized I never knew this. I started going back to Liberia. There's a lot of talented kids in Liberia that we never heard before because the media in Liberia suppress those other kids because it's like 5 or 6 artists in Liberia that
mm-hmm.
will keep hearing about the same people in there because those people in there have relationships with the bloggers, with the content creators, with the radios and these different things. They have relationships, friendships, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you don't
Mm-hmm.
never get to hear these other kids. Like literally, I just went Liberia and we just found this new kid called Troop Diary. I never heard, but I picked him before until I actually was looking on Facebook one day. His stuff just popped out of nowhere, and I checked him out. Like they're picking
Mm-hmm.
talents like this, and he's marketable. He look good, and we can push him as like he's like a superstar.
Yeah.
We never heard about him before. So that's what's
What's
going
his
on.
name again?
Truth Diary, Truth Diary.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like that's what it's a lot of things that's taking place within the Liberian entertainment space that is stopping us from getting to that global level. And it's just not the music, it's not the culture, it's not the fans, because the
Mm-hmm.
fans are very supportive. If you take a
Mm-hmm.
look at how much they're beginning to spend on marketing for them to say to get fans around here, you get it beginning any other market, nobody will see no even look at it because
Mm.
the quality of production,
Yeah,
I'm telling you, the
yeah,
quality of production, the creative skills, the time they actually take to push the music, the content, the beginning are lazy. You go on
yeah,
a Liberian artist page right now, right? You
yeah.
go on one of their page on Instagram, they probably post 5 days ago.
Wow.
2 weeks ago, they post a content. I'm telling you, it's crazy. You go on
Yeah,
man at the video page, you see the video in the street dancing, you see the men outside doing different stuff to push their music.
yeah.
But Liberian people are Liberian people got good hearts, so we feel sorry for one another, compassion, is stopping because the other world out there, they don't care about compassion. So that's why
Yeah.
the people they can cross over, because the people they're not looking and say, oh, let me freestyle for that man because he from. No, they want to see.
No.
They want you. If you say you're gonna be an entertainer, they want to see what entertainers do.
Yeah.
You got a
Yeah.
struggle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
what's stopping us from globally going to the
You
next
gotta be
level.
hungry. You
Actually,
gotta be hungry.
And
so
just
they're
to your
not doing
point,
none of
right?
that.
Yeah, just to your point, I hear that even like Davido tried to sign one or two kids from LIB, but their work ethic was not up to par, so he couldn't do that. Was that is that
Nah.
true?
Their work. Davido,
Mhm.
man, Davido try to help like these guys, right? Because they love Liberian women, and like they be around Liberian people that
Good
love us
Lord.
because we're good
Yeah,
people. So they like us, they like our aura, our way we talk and things like that. So
sure.
they always looked into our space and see how they can help us some type of way.
Yeah.
And when they go there and they say what they're beginning doing here, it doesn't make sense. You understand?
Yeah.
Music business wise. There's no artist in Liberia. I would tell you from the number one to the CICO to the DISO to the DAO, none of these guys are doing proper music business. When it
Mm.
comes to the rollout, when it comes to the way they dropping, when it comes to the way they're looking, the way they're moving around. You understand? If you're in
Mhm.
Liberia, you want to see CIC, just go to the soccer field. You go practice the some. I'm serious. You go practice some stuff at soccer field over there. Once he has the days, he go practice,
Come
bro.
on, man. You saying how artists can't have a life, man?
No, I mean, how you sign up for? You can't have a life. You sign up for that tier.
Stand up for him, man.
People don't understand something, right? When you sign up for you sign up to be that individual, right? You
Mhm.
literally is making a sacrifice so all your family they can enjoy the money. Because no jumping for you.
Yeah.
But
I'm
JP,
telling you.
let me
But
ask that as a
listen
question.
though, the art. So Chris Brown's sensational song right now. A
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Liberian, yeah, a Liberian artist is responsible for that, for
That was my
co-writing
first
Chris
artist.
Brown's.
No kidding.
That was my
Yeah,
first art. That was my
his
first
name
artist.
is
Moose. That was
Steve
my Steve
Muvuzu.
Chappelle.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep.
that was my first artist I ever. That's a
Sure.
kid that I started managing and doing music. Me and him that's the
Sure.
first
Wait,
client I ever
say
worked
his
with.
name clearly again, please.
And then Steve Chappelle. But
Moose,
Steve
you know Moose.
Chappello, Steve Morrison Chappello. His
Wow.
stage
You know
name
Moose.
is MVSOO.
and I changed
And,
that name again, you get.
sorry.
Yeah, and I
I
changed
heard
that
it this.
name.
I heard it like
Wow, that's
2 weekends
impressive.
ago, or maybe last weekend. Somebody was like, "Oh, what's in that do for you?" That what's in part is Liberian colloquia right there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes.
so the thing about the kid wrote that song. He wrote song for French Montana. French Montana dropped some song a couple of months ago. It's like an Afro beat kind of word song.
Mhm.
He wrote
Mhm.
that song. He wrote like some of Sean Kingston records. So they have Liberian people in there who actually are in entertainment, who are actually doing proper thing, but the blogs and the media don't shine light on them because
Nobody's highlighting that. You talking? Are
But
you
well,
kidding me? Chris Brown,
that's what we
Yeah,
are
sensational
you
here
gotta
number
for.
one.
spend the
We
money
listen to
for
it
them to
all.
shine light on you.
Yeah, we
Well,
listening to that song. Every Liberian home you go to, they put in that song on the TV, and we are responsible for that song.
Cool.
Wow,
well,
So
that's
well.
a
I
missed
have a question.
opportunity.
I
Yeah.
have a
Okay. Go ahead.
question.
Yeah. Go
Because
ahead, Tom.
Jabez, you hitting the spot right now with our guys. But man, come on. In a minute defense, small, right? We're from a place where we're about 5 million, just a
You're
little
not
over 5 million.
5 million. I haven't seen your
no,
5
no,
million.
no,
Just a
no,
little
no.
over
Let
5
him tell
million.
me.
Hear me out, bro. Hear me out.
I got answer for him. I got answer for
Yeah,
him.
hear me out. And come on. Like you said, all these creative guys, man, when they wake up, they're creative. To have a business team, right? Like what you and Sidiki do for artists, it takes some resources. It takes money. So, I mean, how do we expect these young creative guys to come up and right away just start building this team? Because everything we're talking about right now, bro, from promotion to going to studio to getting on the social, marketing, all the online marketing, all that stuff takes money, but it also takes a team. When you seen DeVito's videos and his promos, that he's not doing it himself. That team doing it for him. So please educate us.
Okay,
How can our
okay. Let
guys
me tell you,
who are
my
limited
man,
in resources,
my man,
accomplish
my man.
stuff?
Without
We lack
let's stop,
unity.
my man. Let's stop that 5 million talk. You know how I say that?
Mhm.
Because right now in the Liberian entertainment space, the culture, they're training our boy in America that never been to Liberia. They didn't want actually want to be Liberian so bad. These little kids are the ones who
Mhm.
carrying all these TikTok sounds on the
Yep.
internet. So
Yep.
let's forget about the five. We have more than 5 million people that want Liberian entertainment now. More than
Okay.
that, because we don't have a count on that. So
Okay.
how about places? How about countries that like Haiti and where they get less people than us? You know what I'm
Mm.
saying to you?
Mm.
They got artists in it from their side that's striving. So it comes down to the artist, right? When you say about the artist and they're not having a team, do you remember I just told you, Jenna? I had my friend, right? Me started a label. My friend went to Liberia, signed KCW, moved KCW to Nigeria. KCW lived in Nigeria for probably a year or two on the label budget. Paid for
Hmm.
someone to stay,
Wow.
feeding him, shooting videos that we paying $7,000, $8,000 for. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Saying to you, we brought KCW to America. The first time KCW came to America, the label brought him to America. I did KCW promo
Wow.
tour. So KCW on tour. The kid very disrespectful, very. When I say very disrespectful, the
Like
Can
what
people
did
you
are
he
give me?
do?
Yeah,
intentionally the
please.
people are intentionally missing flights because we were going cities. He will meet some junior. The beginning one time we went to Iowa or somewhere, right?
He doesn't have the discipline.
We went to
Yeah.
Iowa, right? We went to Iowa. We're in the hotel. The beginning lady left the hotel and went to some kind of girl house that has a magazine while cooking in her kitchen with her own life.
Jesus.
See what I'm saying to you, bro? It's like we need to stop blaming.
Okay.
All these things are happening because they're beginning. For example, let me give another example. CIC, me, he just had a whole situation with his last tour he came on, right? When CIC first came to America, right? He
By the way, they've
called.
been beefing him though. You're beefing a little bit. So
Yeah, when CIC
The
first
most
came to
recent
America.
tour.
mostly.
Yeah, in
The
their
most
last
recent
tour,
one.
most recent tour, when Siazi first came to America, right? He called all the people in America that actually like boom, moving, doing things. I was one people he called. So I said, okay, I said, let me pour out here around the beginning here. Because what we're gonna do, we're gonna open back the touring gate for Liberian artists. Because I see how the Liberian people are supportive, they love the picking and they want
Yeah.
to figure, we'll
I mean, I
make
forgot
it
what begin to me. Call many artists, but you guys have
we'll,
been
we'll,
movement.
we'll,
Man. So,
we'll make it make sense for them. We'll make it make sense for them. We'll figure out strategically because I realized something, right? When they go to all these different concerts, Liberian people show up the most when it comes to different nationalities. So that
yeah.
means
Yeah. Facts.
we do have a backing when it comes to touring, right?
Hmm.
So let's come together as a unit. We brought everybody together, all the promoters in America, all the influencers, everybody was backing it, picking, right? Backing CRC, right? Boom, CRC came to America. I took time off. Me and him went to LA because I got a friend of mine that's in the American industry that managed this American artist called Bia. Took him to the man. We linked. Well, because my idea was to try to figure out how to get this kid signed to get a
Mm-hmm.
major deal.
Yeah.
Because I realized when he come here do this tour, go by like, bro, I know I'm going over there. No matter how much they can put a shooter up when the camera out there, where to go, we know what happened over there. So I said, bro, me, let me try to figure out how to actually find a way for the Pickens. It's not a major to sign and Pickens against, it's not a distribution deal against something where he will have that backing when he go back home.
Yeah.
So we took the guy around stuff like that. But in the first couple of shows, right? I
Mm.
realized here this kid right here, he didn't understand like the reason for us being around him. He thought he was so famous, he was so big to a point where we wanted to be around him to kind of feed off whatever he has going on. But he didn't
Yeah.
understand. Said these guys are around me to try to figure out to get me to the next level because there's nothing. So I literally went to all these shows. I didn't get paid a dollar. Everybody in
Wow.
America thought I was a part of that tour.
Hmm.
I bought my own
Mm-hmm.
flights, own hotels. Even brought some of my friends on the road with me. They were playing security. They were playing this. They were doing. I had them. I made them play roles and stuff like that to make sure things. Even some of the footage that you put on recording, I was recording it from my phone, sending them directly because I
Hmm.
understand angle. I understand all these things. I've been in show business for so long. A
Yeah.
lot of things are illusion. You
Yeah.
create what you want people to see when they're watching it.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
So we're doing all these different things for this kid. So they begin left. A lot of things happen in between the tour, right? Like that didn't sit well. I mean, his manager, the way they was moving around, the way they didn't understand show business. Because if you doing concert, do venues and do after parties at the club, make sure the kid get paid double time.
Yeah.
They were
Yeah.
taking the beginner,
Yeah.
they're taking the beginner clubs to do shows, and they're only making money one time. So I had problem with all these different things with them.
Yeah.
I let them know about it. They pushed back and this and that. So I said, okay. So I go Liberia, right? Me and I did all that for the beginning. I go Liberia. I did like 3 events. The beginner just shared one of my event on his story. Never came to none of my events, right? And I
Yeah.
literally sat in Liberia. I watched CIC go to everybody he knows shows, all the promoters, all the beginning are doing, clothing line, brand, all the bloggers. He went to all the events. He was there.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, I needed him to come to my event so I can sell tickets because I would have called and said, man, let me put you on the flyer. I just want him to be
Yeah.
a human being and come there just to show support. I
Show
didn't
up.
need him to be
Yeah.
there. Because all
Yeah.
my events were successful. Only one was successful because the Tyler rave was sold, the traffic, all that nonsense that took
Yeah.
place. So when I came back, I spoke about it because I have a podcast called In the Fry. I spoke about it and just say, oh, I wish the beginning would have just came to the show. That would have been cool because that wasn't right what he did.
Yeah.
Boom. When I did that, the big more Facebook and wrote and said, "Oh, how he and his team they had their tour together. They literally didn't ask nobody to be a part of it to help them." I said, "Oh, that was happening,
The
yeah." I said,
American
"Okay,
tour.
yeah." I said, "Okay." They said they didn't need nobody. They said, "Oh, they had everything together." That was you say, oh. I
Yeah.
said, "All the thing we did for the beginning, yeah." That the things that begin giving somebody because when I said something he did wrong, all you could have said was, bro, I was busy or this and I left it alone. But he
Yeah.
tried to make me look like I'm small, like I was on his. So when this KCW tour came around, people was looking for us to put that same support around KCW, but it's not
Yeah.
happening like that because we're not stupid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
People
Well,
have to
So
folks.
build
when we came,
relationships and stop being transactional.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not
Well,
knowing
folks.
there's a lot of G's behind the entertainment industry.
Hey man,
so,
we have started something here that's going to blow up. I can already see it, well, folks. So now we are introducing the entertainment segment. This thing going to be lit, right? For us, right? We are here to bring like meta J base to expose the entertainment segment. You know, explain the entertainment industry to us. Bring other folks on here. We want to know the successful folks. Some of you guys are doing the work behind the background that we are doing for other industries because a lot of Liberians to me in the diaspora that are doing good work, right? Like you are doing good work for the entertainment industry. But the problem is, man, we don't support one another in our community. We don't
my
support.
man post support, bro. I don't
No,
want.
why I
I
say
don't
we don't
want.
support one another, right? To your point, right? It's not like let's say the community will support, but folks are not coming out like you're working with CIC or the other guys, right? It's like that aspect of it sometimes, I mean, that's where the disconnect is. But I think, right, if we kind of highlight those things that are going on, hopefully we'll get better. But folks, man, you can contribute to the conversation tonight. If you have any question for JBase by calling 952-594-5154 or putting a comment in the chat. But every Monday, man, I can already see this thing's gonna be lit. Miss B, Titus, anything from you guys?
I
I,
gotta
I,
say,
I I
oh
just
yeah,
want to
go,
say,
Missy.
yeah, I just want to make another notable mention about the sensational writer. He won a
Mhm.
Grammy. He's a
Yeah,
The
Grammy. So
Liberian,
we can say Liberia has a Grammy award
for
winning.
real.
Yeah, he won his first Grammy this year at the Grammys for the
See,
song.
yeah.
That is
So
Yeah, the
beautiful.
record, yeah,
again,
the album, the one,
yeah, the
that's
album
like my,
sensation.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's like my first. Let me tell you a
You
story
still
between me and
connected
that
with
beginning,
Angel
right?
Biz?
I said that my son. Let me tell you a story between me and the kid, right?
That's nice.
It's like that's when I became my promoting career, right? So I was doing this big event in Philly in like Northeast Philly, and he
mhm.
wanted to perform, so he just came and started rapping to me. That's how I started like helping him because all he did was like rapped on Facebook. You know how the beginning back in the day, like he
Yeah.
was like 16, 17 years old. So that's like literally like I raised the up to now he's still like my
Where is he
little
right now?
brother.
Is he in
Like
LA? Is he in LA or where? Or
like
where is he?
he come back and forth from Miami to Philly. He in
Okay.
Miami right now because he's working on. He just got signed by United Master. Cause United Master also has
Okay.
a label service that they're working on. Like he just got signed like a couple of months ago, probably 2 months ago. So
Miss
he
BC,
be
what's the name
dropping
of it?
music
So we'll get
soon.
all these songs, right? Next time we're gonna be
Yeah,
playing songs while we're doing this thing, right? It's
yeah, he
like
yeah.
dropping
So
music
I
very
think
soon.
we should
yeah,
go
well,
out with sensational.
Yeah.
We end the
yeah.
show tonight. What can they do for? Because when I heard that song, I heard that line. I was like, well, who carry
It
and
sounded
Miss Brenda
Liberian.
Liberia? You know, go east of here.
No, when I literally tell you that song, I literally heard it. So this how that whole song happened. That beginning, he did that song for his set. right? And then when he was communicating with a man, and the man needed a record, he played for him. If you listen to the song, word for word, everything that they begin recorded in his song. When Chris Brown said West Side, he talking about Liberia. People would think he talking about LA because Chris Brown
Yeah.
from LA. So a lot of the things in the record, if you listen to it word for word, Chris Brown didn't change one word in that verse. Because I heard the original song before he gave it to Chris.
Okay.
So like people don't understand like how like when it comes to Liberian people are very unique, and like we not we if like we start to do proper music business in the Liberian community, we bigger than a lot of these other people because we can speak
We
English.
blessed and we curse. That country blessed but it curse, unfortunately.
Because now it comes
Yeah.
like people you
That's
get.
sorry.
That
One of my kids put the internet or something.
Oh
No,
sorry.
yeah.
no, no, you're good. You're good. You're
No
good. You're good.
worries, no
But
worries.
listen, so
Work-life
next week
balance.
we're gonna bring if you guys want an artist, we're gonna bring T Marcus here next week. Yeah, you can ask him all the
All right,
questions,
That'd be
yes,
nice.
please
Nope.
let them join
and
Nope.
us
I'll
Nope.
give
every
you
Nope.
some of his
Monday.
songs. You can
Nope.
play some
Nope.
of his songs.
I
Monday
can
will
bring
be
Moose
here
too.
7:30 to 8:30.
I can
Well,
bring
Target, you
Moose
had
as
a
well.
question.
first of all, J Biz, right before you J Biz, this is your show. I want you to be here whenever you let's visit, man. Come
No,
on
I'll
here
bring you
on
all the time.
Monday.
Don't worry, I got him.
That's
Make
all,
this
man.
home, guys. Make this
Yeah,
home.
J Biz, want you to be one of the panelists on here, man. You know, what I mean, regularly Monday, come and educate us about the industry, bro. You know what I
I
mean?
got,
Pay
Make
I
this
us.
got,
home.
I got you, my man. For anything I got to do with like with Liberia and the
Yeah.
culture, my man. Because I got a restaurant in Philly, right? For the past going on 5 years, Liberian culture have been taking care of me and my family. So I understand the value of
Mm.
Liberian culture,
Love
and I
it,
can
love
go
it,
and I
love
can
it.
literally go to. And I've been doing events. I mean, for 5 years, I haven't had a regular job. I've been living off of the Liberian culture because I have an event that I do every year called Maria Express. I take it from city to city. I started in Atlanta. I did Miami next. I did Houston last year. I did DC. So
But
for
you
you to
haven't come
really,
to. I
You
mean, you
ain't been
haven't
to
come
Why
to.
you
Minneapolis,
avoiding the
bro. You better
capital?
stop
Why you
Oh
playing.
avoiding the
man, come
laughing
on,
capital
come
of
on.
Minnesota?
let me tell you why,
Stop
right?
playing, bro.
Let me tell you why, right? The agenda behind the event, right,
Yeah.
is to take Liberian cultures to markets that are not disposed, that is not
That's
visible
true.
at.
Oh,
You
I
feel
That's
me?
see.
true.
That's the idea. And so
I
the event
see.
has an idea. It's not a money grab, a money making. It's just for me to take because I realize how powerful our culture is. When we anywhere we go, the people can feel it. So we went to Miami. Was down South Beach. The beginner because I got some beginner that can come. They will rent like Rosewood fanners and these different things. Were playing ponto out of these different cars. The white people were recording the beginner in the cars, and they was picking up that music subconsciously. So the idea behind this weekend is to sell the Liberian culture. To figure out we can make different people in a year about us learn about Liberia so they can go back home for
Okay.
tourism. So it's bigger than just like so Minnesota. Oh, Liberian people know Minnesota. Liberian people picking Minnesota. Liberian people picking. Everybody know about Liberia in those different
But
cities, but when you
this
go
is
to
what
places like Miami,
You
nobody know about
provide the
Liberian
biggest
Miami.
support, though.
Huh?
I can show you guys this right. This segment will
Mm.
be one of the biggest segments on your platform. I can tell you that because we're gonna bring more
Beautiful.
people. We're gonna
Okay.
bring more knowledgeable people who know the
Okay.
Yes.
Praise
business.
God, praise
Because
God.
I've
Okay.
learned.
Yes.
So
What do you mean?
be,
So whatever
before
JB
we
is telling
go,
you, yeah, I'm telling you, this is
So,
no boasting. We're gonna bring the mere artists, and
Yeah.
they're gonna
Yeah.
give you
That's
guys a story and
bring him on, man. Let's
we gotta be
talk.
Jamal. There's a guy called Jamal, man. We gotta be Jamal
Let's
on here.
let's talk. Let's talk. We'll be real with it
Let's
too.
talk about it.
Cause
All right.
we
Yep.
ain't gonna be
Yep.
we ain't gonna do the hush cush culture no more. Everybody just I mean get
Yeah.
that team, man. We're not doing it
with
no more.
so
Yeah.
but now we are lacking the awards, right? Before y'all came in was talking about LEA, right? We want to see something like that back again, which
It's coming.
Yeah.
originally
They're
Yeah.
coming. They're
LEA
coming
started
back.
in Minnesota
It could be,
and then
yeah.
they took it to the East Coast. It
They're coming
started in
back.
Minnesota.
Oh,
And
we should
then
be
when
asking
LEA
you.
started, we had Eugene was doing award shows. We started having award shows
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
all year round, every
African
different award
girls
show. Now we
rock.
don't have
Something like
any.
that.
Yeah, African Girls Rock. That was Eugene.
So
Now we don't have any award shows anymore. There's
the
nothing,
CEO,
nothing.
Taco lives in your state. He's my friend. I'm gonna ask him. I'm
No,
gonna
it's
ask him
coming.
if he can come on this show
No, it's coming
and
back.
tell
It's
what
coming
happened.
back. I think
Taco's
Elliot
done it.
coming back.
He's my friend.
I think Elliot come back next year. They come back either
All
next year,
right.
yeah, after next. They're coming
But
back. They're
then
coming
Inner
back.
Circle gotta hold that. We gotta hold that red carpet down. If LEA coming back
Absolutely,
next
yes.
year,
They
What do
coming
you
back.
guys know about the LEA? Why did it break down? Again, we
So
hear that
So
when it went after it went to
we
Liberia.
we don't have
actually,
time
they
to
made a
finish
mistake.
Ashley's tonight.
Thanos, they made a mistake. I was in Liberia for the last one they had. I was in Liberia on Petit performed. at that show. But the thing is, I think that was a mistake.
It was.
It was a big mistake. If I were in that position, I wouldn't have done it.
Why?
You
Why
know,
is it a mistake?
come on now. The population, how much they
The
lost a lot
the
of money.
wealth
No
wasn't
money
there.
there.
The
The
No,
tickets,
economy was
Sado,
not
wait, wait,
there.
wait.
And
no
he
The
had
price
money
of
built
That
tickets
us,
such
was
a
too
great
high.
that
I
us,
brand.
mean, what was
I'm
it?
that us.
telling you.
No
You know how
money. You
much
do
people were spending on gowns to go to LEA like the
exactly.
Met Gala? He had built the brand to that level.
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
talking about a weekend. I'm telling you, it's from 2013. I say
yeah.
from 2013 to probably 2017. Faithfully, every year I went to LEA.
Hmm?
Faithfully, every year it was a girls'
Man, she
trip.
looked
Every
forward to
March,
it.
It was a
we
good
looked
time.
forward to that girls' trip.
It was a good
Were
time.
you one of those people preparing for a year just for that particular show?
No, I
Event?
didn't have to do that. I'm connected.
Just
I
kidding.
will say there was
So
not a year I
so
actually ever been paid to go, to be honest. Thank you, Takis.
so the LEA, right? The LEA, I think what happened with the LEA basically was the why behind it, right?
Mhm.
And the
Yeah.
why was basically drove them to make a bad decision like that, where sometimes like we built our culture, we built everything off of hustle, how to make some money, right? So
Mm-hmm.
when you build things like that, it can take you to the wrong places in time because you think you come and go. Because everybody going like, bro, December, this could be
Yeah.
the only thing to do, and you're gonna overprice things. So you understand that economy over there, how it works when you want to do these events. The MTM, the reason why they're surviving because they have a major Liberian network that backing that play where they're not even making profit. They just sponsoring. They want to give back. So MTN is a cell phone company. They want to give back. So they're using an LMA to give back. So it's not like
Mm,
they're doing an LMA to make money. Elliot
For
is a
profit,
hustle.
right?
Elliot want to make profit. So that's what took place
They,
with Elliot. Elliot tried to go back to Liberia and be on the store, which was a great idea. But when you're doing these projects, you gotta understand that you have to work it around the people and you got to figure out to make it make sense in that economy. He could have
okay.
still did America and still go do Liberia too because these
Yeah.
are two different. Yeah. So I think another thing Elliot facing is they need to figure out how to make this and involve younger people within the circle because that you got to involve. With entertainment, you have to involve because things are always changing. They're
Okay.
not
Okay.
yeah,
involving.
That's an
Yeah.
eye
we
opener,
have to
Jay.
evolve. That's
That's
true.
an eye opener right there.
Yeah, I think Siddiqui did this one is for you. I think you said it earlier, but Sam here wants to
Yes,
know.
Sam,
Yeah.
yes, correct. I was with his man for years, man.
Mm-hmm.
He's my guy. He's the,
Mm-hmm.
though
Mm-hmm.
we're not on a good time right now, but we did a lot of things in common. He became a brother to me. He
Okay.
knows my family, he knows my wife, my kids, and everybody. So they call him Uncle.
Okay.
Uncle 12. Matter of fact, up to now, when my 5 years old sees D12 videos, look at Uncle down there, because I know him very well. So he's like, yeah, yes, Sam. Yeah, yeah. To answer your question is yes.
Yeah. Okay, folks, man, gentlemen,
Yeah.
there's a 1 hour show, right? It's about I
Yeah.
when we get the artists down here, we're gonna be running the as I said, you guys said, right? This thing I get all this year blowing now is gonna be popping every Monday. But man, want to appreciate you guys though. I mean Siddiqui, J Biz for taking the time to join us here tonight just to introduce this segment. But I think it's gonna be big. We want you guys on here, right? To ready promote this entertainment stuff. I mean Liberians love entertainment, but we just gotta come together and make it happen.
Sure.
Yeah. I had so many more
Definitely.
questions for you guys tonight, but we'll save it for next week.
Yes, man. I want to say thank you so much also for inviting me.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
look forward to joining you guys next Monday.
Anytime.
Definitely, definitely. And,
Yes.
and J Biz,
Definitely.
man, there's more question for you, but next Monday,
I will.
come. Yeah,
I will together.
yeah. Okay, gentlemen. Okay, Titus, any last word from you? Anything from you?
Now I gotta say I appreciate these guys so much. And gentlemen, please make this your home.
Mhm.
Come here every Monday. Let's vibe, man. Let's talk about it. You guys have so much knowledge, bro, to give to this industry.
Yeah,
One thing I
especially
gotta
in
say
the
though,
industry. Yeah,
with everything you guys are saying, how ungrateful our artists are from Liberia and how they don't understand the business around the music,
Not
I
only
think they can
Liberia,
take a
everywhere, man.
pitch. They can take a pitch out of Jazino's playbook, man. Don't you think? Speak to that. I'll let you guys speak to that before you close out, man. And thank you
Who
again.
Jay playbook? Just playbook.
Jazino,
So
man, what do
just
you
play.
think?
So with Jazino playbook, right? That a lot of people not understanding. Jazino playbook is a cool playbook, but that playbook is not really performing in a way that it could be a problem for Jay, right?
Hmm.
Okay.
Because the investment Jay is putting out, he's not going around to get that investment back. Because with
Mm.
entertainment, you gotta get it bit by pieces, right? Every level has a way of collecting, right? Like you put your mind, yeah, you selling something, you investing money, you gotta collect small money and put it back in, right?
Mhm.
Jay hasn't figured out how to go on a tour yet.
Yeah.
Mm.
What's up with
Jay
that?
Jay hasn't figured out how to do a tour yet. They just keep pumping, dumping, pumping, dumping.
Mhm.
You understand what I'm saying to you? So I hope that whatever playbook he's going by, because me, I've been in music industry for a while. When an artist
But
just drop a project, he go
JB's,
on
let me hold
tour.
you. JB's, I beg to
Hold on one
differ,
second.
man.
When an artist drop a project, he goes on
Lane,
tour.
Lane.
He goes on
Yeah.
tour to match the face with the music to
Yeah.
promote that project. Regardless that
Okay.
tour is a worldwide tour, a big tour. They call it a promotional tour. Every artist
Yep.
that drop an album in this world went behind that album or went behind that
Yeah.
EP.
Yeah.
Jay hasn't did it yet. You feel me? Jay them
Okay.
waiting for somebody to book them to do shows or to
Um.
do a tour with them. You got to put a team around you. With Jay playbook that Jay's using right now, I love the picking. I like what he's doing, whatever. But he may have a problem down the line
Okay.
recuperating those
Mhm.
funds he putting
JB's,
up.
JB's. I beg, I
Okay.
beg, I beg, I
Okay.
beg to differ. And I'm gonna just do it. Like, listen.
Let's
First
hear
of all,
it.
they think you say he's not getting money, but it is an assumption.
No, I'm not saying not
This
getting his
man,
money back.
hold on, sir. This man. I listened to the man. The man had an interview somewhere in Ghana. He said that he has gotten every cent that he put in his business, especially the bottom of bread, all the money that he spent. So you
Okay.
and I, who can say the truth, he knows it's true. So I believe in whatever he tells me, and I can see. So to
No, but
just sit
see,
here and say that you are right, you got to go out, mash your face with the music. I understand that, but
So,
to say that
so
he's not,
Sneaky, every artist will ever tell you the way of to make money with show business are shows. You got to do shows because the streaming
Yeah.
platforms don't pay
That's
that
where they
much,
make
my
their
brother.
money.
but
Streaming
how do
They
you
platforms
how
make
don't
the
pay
man
that
say he's
much.
getting
So
money? The man
I
says
don't
he's
know how
getting
he
money.
invest enough, huh?
so
Streaming
what's about
platform doesn't
okay?
pay that much, my brother.
I
What's
read
about this
something
one here? Though? What's
on
about
his
this one?
You
platform where
think
he
why
said
Beyonce is back on tour again this year with a whole
he
nother
said his
tour?
first tour will be in
Yes.
Liberia.
You
Who?
said
Just you
Who?
know.
what?
I mean, I
You said
read
his
something
first
on
tour
his
again?
page where he said his first tour will be in Liberia.
Where is he
Yeah,
going to tour in Liberia? Where in Liberia is he going to tour? But
I did see
how
him in
many
Minnesota
venues?
last year. He came here. Was it last year or
yeah,
2023? I
yeah. He
seen him in
did.
Where he
concert.
was here last year.
Yeah,
He
but
did.
Okay,
he
He
ended
last
that.
did.
He
year.
Right.
cut that whole. He cut the tour off. I think something went wrong, so he had to cut it
No,
off.
another thing went wrong again,
Oh
not doing
man.
proper music business. They
But man,
literally
we
you
don't
go
have
as an
the
artist,
facts, man.
right?
Whatever we say here
You
today,
you you
they are all they say. We don't have the facts. You know,
my
you're
brother,
not
I
talking
know.
behind the
I
scene.
tell
Like,
you,
come on,
I
we gotta
know
be
I know
careful.
what
This is a
happened.
platform that
But
people
he
go.
can still make
My man,
assessment
my
from the
man,
outside. We always
no,
do
but
it.
I know what happened.
Come on, you
You know, too. I know what happened.
big
Oh,
guy.
I know the
Jesus,
reason why
Jesus, yeah, look at it.
I know the reason why
The
the
man,
tour
never
they
was
didn't
like, be on the
continue.
all
I
day, my
know
man. So,
no, I know the tour they didn't continue. I know what
We're
happened.
here for it.
JB's and Sidiki though, what's about this? Does he have enough music for a tour? Because sometimes
oh
that's the
yes,
thing, though,
yes,
right? Does he
No, I
have?
he has
feel
a
like
lot.
no. So for tour, right? They got two level of tour, right? They got a promo tour because he's a new artist. He has to go on a promo tour, right?
Yeah.
He got
Yeah.
one song. You only need like one or two songs to actually be able
Okay.
to go on a
Okay.
tour where you get people, and then you push the other songs on them. So I feel
Um.
Yeah.
like what's going on is they're waiting for him to be this global superstar, but they're not understanding. We don't know when the next hit song gonna come. Nobody
Yeah.
That's
know.
true.
Nobody
You
know.
gotta
So
ride
so
this train. Yeah.
yes, you
And
have
I
to.
brought up even to your point though, when I brought up my breaking when we were hitting that's when you should have hit a tour, bro.
That
Yeah,
was
So
Yeah.
get a
that
that
was a
promo.
tour,
hit.
that
So
tour
get a
popped me all
promo
over. That
tour.
tour
That
popped me
was a
all
hit.
over.
So
The
get a
man came to
promo
the US.
tour.
The
And
man
I
was
know
here
we're
on a
talking
tour.
about Liberian artists, but I feel the same way about La Bianca. Her people, that song was in every
Oh yeah, that
ethnic
alcohol
group you can
song.
think about. She did nothing. There was no tour. I was so waiting for her to show up somewhere so I could go see her live. But she didn't show up anywhere. And
Isn't
Yeah,
it
now
but
like the video is on a tour, right, of the US, right? I saw something
July
like
25th at the Armory, he'll be here. I will
I know
be
she's gonna be
there.
there. I know she's gonna be there. I can tell
yeah,
her.
so David just dropped a project on a tour. His live
yeah,
project on
that's it.
tour.
Look,
Brenner,
man,
Brenner
Jim
dropped
Bass, you know what
project
you're talking
tour.
about. Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
so and then so one thing
Wow.
about La Brent beginning, they don't understand this thing got rules and regulation within it. Like we don't recreate the blueprint. Like for
Yeah.
example,
Mm-mm.
La Brand beginning key, they create their own genre of music called trap code. All kind of things at the beginning can do you get. All kind of things. Yeah,
Okay.
but I can still got a beginning. Yeah, so all
But
this
that's
struggling.
unique
You
though,
want to
Jay. That's unique to
rebrand a whole
us.
genre of
Yeah, but
music?
hey, that's how you make money. Like Brand come
That's
and spend
No,
money
unique.
for
now you
you.
can
You
make
go,
money,
oh,
oh.
that's what you
Huh?
mean,
You
man.
come into a genre first, and then you find your way. You see, like they
Yes,
did.
yes.
Beyonce is testing country music.
Country
Whether
music.
it worked, because I'm watching that concert. There's nothing country about that concert.
Oh
There's nothing country
wow.
about the concert.
The beginning
But
can
you
get
know,
talking until you get. The
she
beginning
can
can get on
afford
one
to
day.
do that at this, yeah, at this stage she can afford. So I get what he's saying. You have to come in where you can right now in the existing genre, and then introduce your other genre.
You
You
don't
know,
already have money to brand yourself. You want to go
Mm-hmm.
brand a whole brand new genre?
I'm like,
Some
Okay,
people them
folks.
been suffering. I know Fela Kuti them been suffering for decades. For
right.
white people, American people, they say, "Oh yeah, let us listen to Afro beat." And then you
Yeah.
get out one day, you just get out, you get out one day, you say, "Oh, I will call it thing hip code, trap code." Like
Chapco.
Brand people never got to understand what happened here.
I
Yeah.
want
Okay.
your colloquial country.
Give
I
Okay.
hear
me
your co.
so my last question for y'all, for both
Uh,
of y'all.
right.
Give me your honest opinion on Jazino's latest hit with the game. I mean, I have very high expectation for that song. Give
For
me
that
your honest
that
Oh,
record,
with the
opinion on it.
game, 50 Cent, the game.
yeah,
No, no,
Yeah,
no.
Jazino just had a song with the game. The
yeah,
game,
you got
the
to song
Wow.
the
game.
game. Yeah, you got to
Oh,
song
you
the
didn't know
game.
that?
You didn't know that? Yeah. The boy is traveling. But yeah, guys, give me your honest opinion. CD, go first.
Listen, even if Jay-Z did a song with a local American artist, that's a plus for us. Just
Mm-hmm.
doing a song with the game,
Hmm.
that's a plus, man. You can't beat that. When's the last
Yeah.
time we had our artists doing that? Forget about the song itself, but just
Okay.
collaborating with the game. The game is not no small name when it comes to American entertainment.
But
That's
I
all I gotta
heard
tell you.
Justin Bieber was interested in Butter My Bread. I heard even Chris Brown
Oh
might have
wow.
been interested in Butter My Bread,
Yo,
a
yo,
collaboration.
I ain't gonna lie to you, right, Siddiqui? That thing you
Okay.
just said, they got plenty of like Brand Beginner. I can know like Brand Beginner got a song with Future. They got like Brand Beginner have done
Oh,
records with
Now, where is his song?
huh? My man, the
Yeah,
beginning
where's his song?
Raymond. The beginning like Brand Beginner named Raymond, right? He from Minnesota. He you know some like Brand Beginner wear mask on his face, right? He's a wear mask, like mask with the cross. Like
I know who
Brand
you're
Beginner.
talking about.
He did a song with Future. So all these things are not where we need to be at mentally. Where it's like, oh, out of. So my advice to any Liberian artist out there,
So
that
you
money
feel like
that
we're
you
rushing right now?
my advice to any Liberian artist out there, that money that you get to any big artist, if you take that money and you promote one of your songs that's good, you can
Yeah.
these artists gonna look for you because it's gonna
Yeah.
be a big
Yeah.
record.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I don't advise
And
nobody to say,
like
Come on, man.
and like
This is
Sam is
Liberia you're
saying,
talking about. This is
it's
not
not everybody.
Nigeria, man.
But
It's Liberia.
No,
to the
but you go
to
all over
to the
those
point you
Sidiki.
were making, uh what's your name again with the
J-Base, J-Base,
no, not
J-Base.
Jabez, the other guy.
Who Sidiki?
Siddiqui,
Sidiki?
Siddiqui.
Yeah.
So in what
Oh,
Sam
hold on.
is
You can
saying
see
here
my
at
name
the
here, right? I'm
bottom,
not even seeing of
yeah.
you
So
guys' name.
not every artist is a good move, because Usher did a Afrobeat song. It wasn't, it's Usher, but it wasn't a hit, right? So it
Mhm.
depends who you align yourself with too. I think it's all about the marketing machine, right? And Jay Bez look like you guys, your Sikity and Jay Bez, y'all look like y'all know
How
what
you
y'all
call me?
doing.
Tiki Tiki?
Sidiki. Yeah.
Siddiqui, and Jabez,
Yeah.
you guys sound like you know what you're doing. You look like you know what you're doing. I think it's all about the machinery, right? The machinery that's behind you. Because even when you think about some American artists, right? JoJo, the young white girl JoJo. JoJo can sing. JoJo got a voice, but she did not have the Justin Bieber type marketing machine. And so
Hmm.
she wasn't as successful, right? She's
Yeah.
still trying to make a comeback and be relevant, but again, it's that machinery, and I think you guys need to build a really good Liberian machinery, management machinery that can stick together and hold tight. That will be able to produce what we need from our artists. That's what needs to happen. It's the
For sure.
machinery.
Okay.
And this is why we
What's
have, I don't know how much we have someone like JBase.
yeah.
JB is very knowledgeable when it comes to the entertainment, especially Liberian entertainment. So I
Okay.
rely
And
on
as
JB a lot, even when we were going around with D12 from state to state. I mean, he was the guy who were actually relying on, for knowledge, because you don't know everything, man. So I was a rookie when I got into the business, and I learned a lot from this man on the platform with me tonight. I just want to get in his little
I
wow.
appreciate it, my brother.
Whenever you come to Philly, just know that JB has a restaurant called Fuji. So make sure you show up. That was coming next week, right? Is it this week?
We're coming out there in 2 weeks.
Well, but real quick though, real quick for two of you, we're wrapping it up very soon here. But what is it about this, right? Like the game has faded, right? Sam is saying the game has faded. So Jazino doing a project of the game is not really a big deal. JB, what will you say about that?
So the game. Another question to ask: is the game promoting this song? The answer is maybe no.
No,
that's a good one. That's a good one.
So it doesn't serve the purpose, because at the end of the day, game is not out of facing his career where people see the game on a record, they're gonna go running because they miss hearing the game rap. Because and another thing on a record, right? When you listen to the record, it's not the game style of music, like the way he went on the record. That's not what people love about the game. People love about the game and being in the streets, talking about the street stuff. That's what people like about the game. So a game talking about one more and this and that. So if you want to do a record like that, you got to go for people like Drake, any different cats who really can go on these type of vibes and really like create a vibe with that vibe. So that's another thing that we like. A lot of the beginning, my man, the way the men are moving with this entertainment stuff is just because they want people to glorify them, to be famous.
JB's, man. I don't care what happens, man. That's a plus for us, man.
My man, not plus for us, though.
That kid is making moves, man. He's making moves.
More than that.
I'm looking at the positive side of it, The man
Siddiqui last day, right? Siddiqui, let's say when you're managing G12.
G12.
Yeah. So what was the biggest accomplishment with it? I mean, with him, right? I hear what happened. You say he can't tell what happened to the man now, but as the man faded from the scene, what's going on with him? What's the biggest accomplishment with him?
I think the people, whoever he surrounds himself with, that's what happened. Let me tell you something. Y'all want me to talk. So,
but don't have time. Coming wrap it up. Maybe
I gotta go. But the thing, it's simple.
Yeah.
Tua doesn't have a friend. He doesn't have friends in the business. People that you work with, he doesn't have a relationship with those people.
Okay.
Yeah, JB doesn't want to talk a lot. He knows that he has an experience. We've been on tour before. He's seen a lot. He doesn't want to talk a lot. I will talk because he will not be my butt. But next week maybe we'll talk more. This is what happened. When was the last time you heard about this man? He's gone. When was the last time you got Sam is saying?
That guy is so creative though.
But he's very smart. He's a smart man. He's an artist. He's a good artist. Like I said, I'm not going to take it from him, man. I learned a lot from that guy.
Okay.
But you can't keep messing with people who show you love.
Yeah.
You can't always think that people need you for something. No, we don't. Because we don't.
Okay.
All right, man. So,
well, folks, we gotta wrap it up. It's a 1 hour show. We'll be back here on. I can see, right? We'll be back here on Monday. This one is gonna be late. For the entertainment segment, but we here 5 days a week. So, folks, man, J-Biz, Siddiqui, you guys, thank you so much for tonight. It's been great, right?
Any last words?
Yeah, we'll see you all next week, and but we are here 5 days a week, so I hope you guys
play that sensational.
JBiz, Siddiqui and JB will send you guys the YouTube stuff so you can subscribe, so you can be promoting us, right? We'll talk about marketing here. We'll talk about marketing here, right? We want to build this thing so we can all be big inside.
You got the right people on. We'll use our platforms to do it to make it.
Thank you,
praise God. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you so much. JB, as the man said, we're coming down there in 2 weeks, my man. So you guys will be hosting.
Oh, you coming too?
We'll be there.
Yeah, we'll be there in 2 weeks.
Okay, we'll be here.
Hey, Inner Circle Podcast, guys. We'll be on the ground in Philadelphia in 2 weeks, ladies.
Those people, come to the Woman
Avenue. Play sensational to get us out of here.
Nah, I gotta find it next time. Next time we'll settle everything. Tonight was just
all right.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Nice talking to you guys.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, gentlemen.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, bye-bye.